Gunther has returned to the HEX community. Friends, there was a prophecy foretold 1 year ago, eons ago, by your friend here. But look what Gunther has said with a dot. Early HEX investor lost copious amounts of money in trash assets, so he updated his worldview and only believes in HEX. You see, friends, this is the story of how all great cults are formed, because there are people who rise in from the bottom who have a greater calling. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is the birth of a new Max Kaiser, and that's pretty good because Max Kaiser bought Bitcoin at $1 to $2. Okay, so he's on side like 30,000x, and he convinced Michael Saylor that it's still cheap at $60,000, mind you. So we're on our right path. Now, as your friend here, I'd like to remind you that literally 1 year ago, your friend Somi here made a video here. Will Gunther return? You know how controversial that was, by the way, because Gunny Boo was starting to sling all those altcoins around. And I understand, friends. That's why I came in from nowhere to tell you, keep your back straight. Firstly, drink orange juice. Make sure it's cold. Plenty of ice cubes. I want to repeat to you that when you make a new altcoin, you need enough people in the network to be sticky. And it goes a long way if you really know how sticky truly Bitcoin is, and Ethereum, and the other rare assets that have been able to like survive from going to zero in crypto. Now, when I made my videos here, I mean, of course, it's controversial because I'm just letting everyone know, yeah, man, guys, I know you see altcoins moving up and down here and there, but what's actually happening is you have a network of people around you. And if you focus their attention on one thing, there's always a certain amount of people who will just try something because it's new. But when something is not new anymore, it fades off and the network effect fades away. You know these videos, friends, I spoke about. Gunny Boo, will Gunther return? I made my videos here, speaking about it here. This was earlier before as well. Like, also I went through here. I mean, this is really funny. You guys should watch these ones. Yeah, so it's just a perfect fit, a perfect story for us to carry on the torch. And I think Gunther, if he returns back, we need someone like him here. You need someone as ferocious as he is. Now, here's the thing, man. A lot of you people will say, no, he dumped. He's a scammer, did a lot of things. I know. Look. I know what you're saying. But I'm also going to tell you something that's also going to shock you. No one cares. I know it's important. Trust me, I know, Habibi Albi, I know it's important. I'm just telling you now, no one cares, man. No one cares. It's 2024. Green candles are starting to appear. People are starting to come back in. They don't care, man. Trust me, I wish they cared. They just don't care. People are bored and people are poor. All right? If green candles are going up, that's it. They're like, woohoo, I'm less poor now. And then the entertainment factor. If they're bored, they're getting entertained. Nowhere in there do people have a part of their mind which says, oh no, I'm so permanently affected by maybe people who dumped and maybe people who scammed me. Guess what? Human brain, man, we forget this pain, okay? We just move on and adapt. So what's to come for the future? Well, if Gunny Boo is here, what does that mean? Look, there's two ways you can look at it, friends. Firstly, you can say, wow, God, the community is getting stronger again. Wow. You can take that perspective, and that's a noble perspective, but you can take your friend Somi's perspective here with a bull hat to tell you that it was predestined in the scriptures that this was always going to happen. My prophecy is true, friends. You understand? When the green candles appear, as each green monthly candle appears from zero, then a third, and then halfway, and then all the way to the target, we finally stop. We are picking up people from the ashes and rising along the way with them. There are more people who return back. There are more people who come back to say, I never left. I've been here the whole time, sir. I've been keeping my back straight too. These people are going to arrive back. And you're going to be like, haven't seen that person in a while, but you're not really going to pay attention. So it doesn't really matter. You're probably going to see more Twitter influencers and probably YouTubers saying like, you know, man, where were these people back in the bear market here? Like your friend Somi here, who was literally making thousands of videos and posts a day saying, friends, I know it sucks, but man, we are too cheap. Screw HEX for delisting us at the very, very bottom. Screw them, and screw all the other mainstream influencers for sending people to absolute trash VC scum influencer pre-angel investor allocation garbage. Screw them all. We're cheap. People are going to be saying that. But it's just a signal. It's just a signal. You know, at the very, very tops, friends, you convert your biggest hater. You never know, man. We might see Dr. Hexologist give a live streamed prostate exam to the altcoin daily brothers. And he'll be having, literally, they'll be bent over. He will have a glove in each hand. And he'll be giving both of them a prostate exam live on stream for us. And people will be euphoric. They're like, wow, see, he really is a doctor. But that might be the top. It might be something like that. It might be, you know, the new Binance CEO, Richard Peng, who maybe lists HEX on Binance. Or Brian Armstrong. Maybe something like that. I'm telling you, like one of these absolute hater of haters, people who've always like really hated the community, right? They, see, do they really hate the community? They think they hate the community. What they actually really hate is they look at themselves in the mirror and they stop looking at their small willy for once. If they look at themselves in the mirror, what they really hate is the fact that they saw record roof-shattering engagement from people in a freaking minus 99% crashed piece of trash Ponzi, and they still ignored it. That's what they hate. They hate that some dude with a bull hat comes out and says, hey, I'm not going to call you an idiot, and I'm a peanut brain. Listen to me. There's record engagement here. The coin went down minus 99%. Richard Hart twerked and they still don't care. He talked about his PP. They still don't care. David Feeder is going to get a pulse chain tattoo, by the way, to add to his HEX tattoo. Do you understand? This is real engagement. This is a strong cult. This is early Bitcoin. This is strong network effects. They're not going away. Minus 99% couldn't kill them. If you lay them on the table, you get a hot candle and pour wax over their nipples, they're not going to squeal. They're going to say, you know what? Give me more. Give me more. Price goes lower, I'm going to buy. It's a signal for you, man. Instead, you don't look at that signal. Instead, you look at, well, golly gee, I want an angel investor allocation to Molestia. I'm sure this technology will be around in 5 years. They've got their whole worldview switched around. So, Gunny Boo is returning. I think it's a fitting signal. Don't let yourself be emotionally invested, friends. Okay, this is the Baby Doll cult members. For everyone else out there, sure, just go play around. It's very entertaining. We need you there. But I just want you to think about this. When I see a big fat green weekly candle from PulseX and HEX recovering, which is what we did, I know, okay, sweet, someone's coming back to the village. Stronger, wiser. And then in the next big fat green weekly candle, maybe PulseX goes back to day one sack. Someone else is going to come back to the village. Somebody who may have left, who was very loud in the previous bull market. You see? First, we get the people who really shouldn't have left in the first place, like Gunny Boo. Then we start getting the people who were only here for the bull market green candles in the last cycle because they're coming back for the next ones, okay? Then we start getting the neutral people. Then we start getting the people who kind of hate it, but they're here for the altcoins. And we're going to have Mr. B Roots and Ian, who are going to be our FBI, Fomo-Buying Investigators. They're going to find out, hey, you hated this coin. You hate Richard Hart and all of us. Why are you buying? We caught you, okay? But then at the very, very, very end, we're going to be seeing Dr. Hexologist with his gloves and a lot of Vaseline giving that sweet old exam to all the haters, okay? This is a journey, and yeah, it's going to get euphoric at the end. But I just want you to remember one thing, friends. Don't you for a second forget who was here in the reddest of red candles. Don't you forget it, all right? Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're going to be dancing and cheering, eating jelly beans. There's going to be glitter everywhere, doing some handstands, playing Connect 4 and all these other weird games and stuff. Okay, yeah, it's all going to happen. I'm telling you now, we're going to get to a euphoric point, and you might not like how high the price is. In fact, you might like it now, but when we get there, you're not going to like it because you still want another 2 to 3x. That's what's going to happen. I'm just begging you. Look around. Do you have friends and family? Do you have any life expenses for the next 2, 3, 4 years? You're going to have to start cashing out. And don't even bother telling other people you're going to be cashing out because they're going to call you stupid anyway. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, before everyone's pants come off. Until then, I'm going to keep eating pizza, and there's a Kit Kat waiting for me in the fridge. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.